enters your Arcadian, it just like takes the soul away from it. You know?
No, I think that's like very fair. That's one of the problems I have with Arcadians as well. Like one of the things that we have as well at some of our locals is we'll have like the losers bracket.
Like Buster bracket.
Yeah, Buster bracket. Like just where I think we just call it like the 0-2 bracket, where it's just like people that go like 0-2 or 1-2 can like enter a last minute bracket. Like they put in $1. And then sometimes people will just show up to hang out, like, and it'll be like really good players because they just were showed up late or whatever. They're like, can I enter the Buster bracket? I'll play like Link.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
They still win.
It's Harriet on Link. Who cares? He's still good.
Harriet's a monster at the game. He's so funny.
To be clear, it was Harriet's Ganon. It wasn't his Link.
That might be worse.
It was worse. He won. It was like Harriet's Ganon, and then like, was it, God, I want to say it was Kuya's Falco.
I bet Kuya's got a nasty Falco. I don't know. I think that like, I think about it similarly how with what Tired of 02 does. Do you know like Tired of 02 are only noobs or any of like the noob friendly / like 0-2 tournaments?
I can't say I am.
They're like specifically made for people who like don't have like really crazy good tournament results, but just like to get a lot of practice against players of similar skill. And like Lunar Dusk, top 50 player, would enter on an NES controller.
I love the controller stuff. I love people with weird controllers, sorry.
The most prestigious Tired of 02 winner, or like noob tournament winner, was Mike Hayes, who was switching to box and won the tournament on box. And they were like, yeah, you can enter, sure.
Mike Hayes, I have not heard that year in years.
He's a legend. He's playing poker, releasing music, doing great. But I don't think that...
He's also doing poker?
Yeah, he's been doing poker for ages. But I just don't think a top 40 player, even if you're switching to box, should be allowed to enter a noob tournament.
No, I think it's fair.
Your neutral doesn't go away when you switch to box. Depending on who you ask. That will be a controversial opinion, but you know what I mean.
Well, so I actually talked to Rockman specifically about that. He said, like, the first, like, few months of playing box, like, you're just a bad player again. But that's fine.
Sure,
but but it's like all mechanics. It's all mechanics. And the moment that you get your mechanics back, you are literally the exact same as you were when you were on controller.
Yeah. Like, there are so many people who switched to box and started getting very good results, similarly to the controller results after a short period of time, because like the neutral, it's all mechanics. You just have to relearn your stuff.
Yeah, and that description that he gave, like, because obviously he went through it, right? I was just like, you know what, that makes perfect sense, because he was like trying to sell some people on the box. They were like, look, it's good for your hands. Like, you know how I am. I want you all to like not like oh goodness gracious. We have Wevans on last stock on FD. Wait, this is actually a horrible situation.
Yeah, this is like, they don't get the edge guard on stone though.
Oh my god, Wevans, did you?
Yeah, I thought one was gonna die there too. I'm gonna be real, I thought one was dead there too.
I thought he just fell off. You could just see Zain like fishing. He's just like, he was trying to like catch like a Wevans DI there to like get like a down air or something.
Wait.
Great awareness from Aklo.
Yeah.
Zain did not believe him, by the way. He was like, oh, nice one. He was
because
like,
he thought he was dead and that Wevans was gonna live.
100%.
And then it was gonna be like, wait, we're on FD. But it all ended up working out. It all ended up working out. And now both the teams are chatting. Do you think this is gonna be best of 5?
Look, I can ask for a lot of things. I just want to, let's see. We'll see based on what they, yeah, they're definitely, it is best of 5.
Look, it is best of 5?
100%. They just went straight to Dreamland.
Nice.
And I know for a fact.
That would have been bad.
Marth would have said, God, no.
Yeah, no shoveling Samus get on Dreamland against the Marth.
Oh my goodness. There's just something about watching a Fox back throw a Fox that I'm just like, all right, you gonna do it?
You're gonna go for the cheese, or you're gonna stay on stage, play an honest man's game?
Or you're gonna go help your teammate.
And that's the thing that makes Fox kind of busted, is that he has the ability to do that. Like, he can choose to do whatever he wants. Like, the prerogative of the game is it's in his hands.
I genuinely think that Fox is the best character in teams. Probably also.
I think it's crazy that that's not even like that's a controversial opinion in 2024. Like, Fox is, there's so much Fox can do. His full hop back air singly.
Oh, the counter! The counter! Okay, all right, no follow. Sorry, I was just, I was invested to see if just Wevans died from a counter start. But yeah, 100%. I'm 100% there with you on like controversial opinion. Fox good? Question mark.
Four-side fights.
But I 100% think that Fox is like the best doubles characters. Like you can talk about like level of entry and like, oh, you know, Puff's really good at starting because you're able to get like really good like team setups or like just setting up for rest. But the reason why Fox is so good is that he is able to be there. There are so few characters in this game that are able to just be there. And of that list, there's 3 that really, really matter. It's Fox, it's Falcon, and it's technically Falco because of his laser, right? And now the reason why Fox is above the other 2 on top of that is that he also just is a really good character flat. He has a great recovery. He has the ability to kill confirm. He has the ability to set up combos. He has the ability to extend combos. He has the ability to like just rack a percent. He has like none of like a fundamental weakness like a lot of these characters. Like Samus is not good at racking up percent. You're not gonna be like, oh wow, Samus just got 50% off of like 1 string.
It's more like, I think it's more that like Fox can do everything.
Exactly.
Like, he has grab confirms to death on almost the entire cast. He has juggle into itself with up air. He has some of the strongest tilts in the game, some of the strongest aerials in the game.
Ooh,
and that's really fast too. That
was really good patience from Aklo. They're just doing like soft shine, stalling you, and as soon as they went in, they're like, okay, double jump out. But while I agree with you, above all that, it's movement.
Yeah, his movement's crazy.
It's all about just being there. Because the thing a lot of characters suffer from them is like, I call it like the Jigglypuff situation, right? Where it's like, you play Jigglypuff in doubles, and you have the most guaranteed kill setups in the world. You can find so many ways to cheese, but then the #1 way you get dealt with in doubles is you get thrown away while your teammate gets bullied. Zain is fighting for his life.
Yeah, he is fighting for, oh. I thought he was going to let the charge shot. Actually, that's smart they did, because if he lets the charge shot rip, he hits Stone, and then Stone dies, and it ends in tragedy.
I think it was really smart from both of them, because the thing is, Stone decided to stay on the ledge, because the thing is, if Zain does hit the stage, we're 1 F smash away. It's just a bam, gone.
Exactly.
So honestly, I think they played that situation almost perfectly.
Yep. I mean, they got the kill, so you can't really complain. Unless you're Zain, in which you're probably just like,
man, can you play worse? Come on, man. I want to live. Oh, strong. That was a really nice up B from Wevans to be able to get out of that chain there. One of the things that I also think is like, it's such a cringe thing to comment on, right?
Yeah.
But like, honestly, Samuses that are good about using their up B is really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the pendulum has swung in both directions, and that Samus's for a while, you would just like, you touch Samus on shield, and she'd be like a porcupine and just instantly up B out as like the defensive option every single time.
Yes.
And then characters started getting better at dealing with up B. They'd use SDI and DI to take a platform, or they'd SDI it out and then punish Samus on the landing. And then it's kind of...
He messed up his ledge dash, or like his wave dash to the ledge. He was trying to like just grab the ledge from Zain, but instead he just waved, like he just air dodged off.
Yeah, and he also was too close to the ledge. Wevans was too close to the ledge to tether, and he tried to tether and then just fell to his death. But yeah, the pendulum with the up Bs is that it's actually like, if a Samus is good at using the up Bs, pretty lethal. Not only will kill, but it's just very difficult to deal with and kind of irritating for a lot of characters, because it's a very like a get out of jail free card if the Samus plays it right.
Start with the clean tech there. He got 1 extra hit out of that. But yeah,
they're both in the pit. Wait a second. I think they should Samus. Oh, Aklo in the blender.
This has been such a weird situation, because there was multiple times in that 1 transformation when they were like, I'm gonna go in. You know, I think I'm ready. I'm gonna go back in again. It was super touch and go. Like, they would hop in the pit, then they hop back out.
And that's one of the things you can do on Stadium specifically. You can't do that in any other stage.
I mean, also, there's just a huge fear of death on this stage. Like,
oh, wow. That's going to kill, too.
Aklo. Strong response from, like, not snapping to the ledge there. It's just like, oh, you're just floating down? All right. We're charging. Let's get this ramped up.
I like how Aklo is playing the space above the side platform a lot of the time. Like, it seems that Zain's playing a lot more grounded, and it's like Aklo who's the one who's contesting the airspace, which kind of makes it a little awkward because it's Zain who's like scrapping with Wevans a lot of the time, and the Foxes who are dittoing. And Aklo is a monster.
That was such a
ditto.
clean follow-up for Wevans there. Aklo got sent into to Wevans' range, and as a response, he down smashed to send him even further in the same direction.
Yeah.
I 100% like that analysis is extremely accurate, right? Because it seems like what Aklo is trying to do is he's just trying to let Zain control like the short hop space and the ground space, and then Aklo is just kind of like hovering around the upper end. So when like Stone tries to make an action, he's there to react. Oh, that counter was a little frisky.
Oh, they're bullying Zain right now. Zain at 57% and off stage, but
that short almost killed him.
Wevans and Stone.
That was such a cluster.
You gotta get this tech chase. Oh! Wait, he followed up off of getting knocked down by his teammate. That is real synergy there. And Aklo and Zain go down. Wevans and Stone, another game on the board.
That was such a, you know what, Zain, that whole last situation started because Zain threw out like a little cheeky counter. He's like, this is gonna hit, you know, I probably won't get too much off it. And it whiffed. And he just took 70% and then proceeded to die.
Yeah.
It was so disgusting. But I want to mention it. This is our first best of 5 on stream. Let's enjoy it. We get to see
more doubles action. The power of 119 versus the power of the top 10-ish kind of
we
players.
don't have to rush into the next set of teams where we get to see more. I love seeing more.
Who doesn't?
And we're back on Pokemon. I don't disagree. Look. There's only one other stage I think he just should not go to against his team, and it's really FD. And it's not because Wevans necessarily wants to go FD, but it's just because as blue team, you're just like, do I really want to deal with missiles? Do I really want to deal with running at a Samus that doesn't have to double jump?
Yeah, it's very frustrating having to like scrap with Samus on the ground sometimes, especially in doubles when you can't really like rely on like dash dancing as much when there's another person on the screen.
Really nice awareness coming from Stone to be able to shield the get-up attack and then getting a follow through and up smash to kill out Aklo there, but get reversed on right immediately after by Zain.
Both Foxes are fighting in center stage. Their friends watching with disbelief.
We got some back air beasts.
Oh, that was so smart. Wevans feigned that he was going to cover the ledge on Zain's part. Aklo ran in to try to attack Wevans to keep him off ledge. Wevans completely set this up in his head and wave landed off the platform and missiled Aklo as he was approaching. That was so smart.
Zain was living for a long time that stock. His DI was insane on that down smash that Wevans hit him with. There's just, I love these players, dude. They're so sick.
They are, all 4 of them, honestly.
So
I wish people like knew how good, I wish more people knew how good Wevans was. Stone is also good too, don't get me wrong. Like the 119 people, fantastic at the game. I just feel that Wevans is like consistently one of the most underrated players. Samuses and players in general.
Well, I think it's very easy to underestimate Samus, right? Because like as like a player, like the one Samus I think doesn't get he doesn't get underrated at all is Silver.
I feel like most people at the national level don't know who Silver is though. Like he's good. He won Game 5 with none at Big House that one time, and like he grinds like so much online. I've known him for years.
You want to hear a really funny thing about Silver?
He used to play Fox.
Okay, that wasn't what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Last year tipped off, Schwab was there, right? And for stream match, it was Silver versus someone. I don't remember who the other person was.
Okay.
The reason I remember this is Schwab is like watching, he's like, oh, there's Samus on the screen. He's like, he looks, he sees Silver, he's like, oh, that's Silver. That's the only Samus that I've ever not wanted to game end myself playing.
Really?
I was like, why are you just saying that, first off? And second off, all right, I'll watch now.
He's really cool. But Wevans is also super sick too. Like, just, I feel like the way that he approaches neutral and is able to like condition people with very simple movement. And I'm not even saying that as a way of like saying he can't like do movement. He's really technical as well. It's just, he doesn't need to do anything super crazy to condition his opponents to do what he wants.
No, 100%. And like, Wevans just, he's so good at just knowing timing. He's a great timing guy. He knows that, like, he knows when to actually use his tools and when to, like, let his opponent kind of, like, play themselves.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time when you're watching a Samus play, you're just, like, screaming at the top of your lungs, like, please just shoot the ball. Send it. I have not once been like, Wevans, what are you doing? Shoot the ball. He just, like, he always finds his moment. Like, you know how, like, you're watching, like, a big Samus, like, play, like, a match, and you're just like, they went off stage. Why didn't you just shoot the ball and end their life? Right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Wevans doesn't do that.
Wevans, he'll shoot it every time and then get set up in case it misses.
Yeah. This is a really dangerous spot.
Oh, he gets the trade. He might
Missiles?
live.
Missiles? Missiles?
Missiles!
He kicks through Aklo, and it's a 2v1.
This is tough, though. We are in a really awkward situation.
Because they are both on the touch of death.
He just fell. He just fell over the shine.
Rematch from Collision 2024?
Dog, your memory is so impressive, dude.
I don't know. Oh, wait a second. And Aklo will take.
It.
I think it's just easy to remember that because they had there was some blood in the water when they were playing. Like, Aklo was just taunting. It went to game. It was like every game, not every game, but like a bunch of games went to timeout. And there was some blood in the water after that set. That's why I remember it. I wish I was an encyclopedia and knew like all the different set counts and stuff offhand, but I gotta study. I gotta study stuff.
I mean, I get impressed by just remembering all the like just even like if they played. Like sometimes it feels like there's just so much melee that I'm just like, I think they played. You know, I remember seeing them on the same stream once.
I think it's hard because so many so many of like Melee's greatest sets and the set histories between, you know, top 50 players, they end up happening off stream, or they're like not that they're not memorable, it's just there isn't anything that really stands out from the set. Like, everyone remembers the really crazy stock in None versus Lucky where the crowd is cheering and everyone's yelling and like they're singing "Oh Canada" for None Lucky, and everyone remembers that, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you were to ask someone, I don't know, who won the last Evo 1 was Grand Finals, I think most people in this venue would be able to tell you.
I think that's kind of fair. I mean, I think Melee is a tapestry of like its iconic moments, not necessarily its tournaments. Like another moment that like came to mind, like when you started describing that, was the Zain Wizrobe match.
Yeah, where he almost fainted.
Yes.
At Genesis. You didn't even need to say anything else. You just said the Zain Wizrobe match, and I knew exactly what you're talking about.
100%, right? And it's just like there's just a bunch of like individual like time capsules where it just like you can just say like, oh, do you remember like this match or like this tournament? And a lot of the time, like, even if you don't all remember the same moment, there's something that a lot of people latched onto into that tournament.
Yeah, we all remember something together. It's with everything, with Melee matches, with commentary, with content creation. People remember specific moments in time because those are the ones that stuck out, and because they remember that, that's what, you know, that's their memory of the game.
It's so sick.
It is. It's also nice that we can all, like, people from all over the world can share experiences like that because of this community.
Dude, there's just so many people that travel for this game in general. Like, there's not a lot of, like, games that just have so many people willing to, like, travel around the countries just to be able to play.
Not a single player on the screen or on the mic is from Miami, and we are all here in harmony for one unified purpose, which is enjoying Melee together. And I think that's beautiful.
And I really think that
I'm completely sober, by the way.
Yeah,
I just want to be very clear.
Look, I had my drinks earlier. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I have my electrolytes. You know, you need them, and I'm feeling great.
Shouts to Brondo.
I was trying to remember the quote. It's like, wait.
Those plants like they have electrolytes. Plants like them.
Plants crave electrolytes.
Plants crave electrolytes. The 2006 Idiocracy. Incredible movie.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's made about the King of the Hill? The guy who made King of the Hill? Like Judge.
That was the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
And something else I'm forgetting.
Oh, that was a nice ledge snipe. And this might be the last stock Stone gets for his winner side bracket for doubles.
Yeah, Zain and Aklo kind of cleaned it up.
They cleaned up this whole kind of set. Like, it felt like every game, Wevans and Stone were almost in the lead, and it felt like that Zain and Aklo were kind of clawing it back. This is the first game where it's just domination.
Yeah, this is a completely different set right now. Oh, accidentally hit Stone in the crossfire. Friendly fire.
Get on that side. Get into the other side. Please. Okay.
I feel like Stone has run into Wevans' moves like 4 times in a row now, and he cannot afford to be taking these hits.
I think he's just over it.
Oh, he lets it ledge a little too early.
Look, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to call.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
might be too early to call it. Give it a second. Give it a second. This is still doable.
It is technically doable.
I think it's still doable. I'm gonna be real.
We got a lot
one
of
crazy
percentage.
gimp. That's all you need. That's all you need.
I think we need like 2. Oh,
Okay.
that was actually a really good up throw to be able to catch Zain and Aklo into each other to prevent each other from saving.
Oh, he tried to like run. Wevans tried to run into the up throw, like into Stone to try to set him off and not get any up throw follow up.
Yeah, try to get the SDI as well.
Yeah. And now it's just a matter of time. Like Samus, you just have to hit her once and she will be swat off stage, or she'll do it herself.
You know, it was a rough game at the end there.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a really valiant effort. Stone and Wevans definitely showed their stuff. It's
for
just
sure.
that last game, Zain and Aklo really put it together. Like their sequences were fantastic. It felt that both Stone and Wevans were kind of getting crossed up in their space, where Wevans was like throwing out a move to try to contest one of their approaches, as in like one of the other team's approaches, and then Stone would run in the same spot. Whereas in the previous sets, it felt that both Stone and Wevans had a general idea of like